Game Up Hard Hydration. There is no comparison. It's like your favorite sports drink, your favorite seltzer got together, but it is so much better. Dave, tell them why they're the best.
Oh, because you got fruit punch, lemon lime, grape, and it's only 110 calories, low carb, so you can enjoy all that great flavor and not feel guilty about it. Kind of like us.
And what we are going to be watching, it's going to be the second of our watch alongs, but we are presenting it first because I think I'm most excited for Halloween Havoc. Last week, we talked about Spin the Wheel, Make the Deal, or I believe it's releasing this week. I can't remember my timelines, but what I am ready for is NXT.
I think they've been doing a real good job of building up these shows and, especially the women talent where we are really starting to see all these different women come in like Julia and Stephanie Vaquer. And then, she was Delta. I think her name's going to be Zaire now or Zyra.
Yeah, always excited for a women's division that's expanding too.
She's from Australia, the Australian women's wrestling scene. And there's been a lot of hype around her. So yet another top women wrestler to go with Julia and Stephanie Vaquer from Japan, Australia, Mexico. NXT has got a real international flavor going to it right now.
Yes, it does. Now, let's give the people some predictions and preview this card real quick.
All right, I will start us off. The first match I got here is Kalani Jordan versus Fallon Henley, JC Jane, or Jasmine Nix. And this is a spin the wheel, make the deal, spinner's choice match to be determined for the NXT Women's North American Championship. So we don't know what the spinner's choice was yet. This would have been one of Toxic Attraction, though. So we don't know that, but it's basically all of Toxic Attraction in this match with Kalani Jordan.
This is a classic situation where I don't think, the babyface is losing. The odds are stacked against her, but I'm going to say the heels start infighting with each other, and Kalani Jordan finds a way to get the win.
100%. The big story of this match going in really seems to be Kalani Jordan not knowing who she's going to face from this faction. And I don't think you're going to take the first Women's North American Championship and put it on somebody who the audience might not know. This is not a bad group, but I could see this going on an incoming wrestler like Delta or Vaquer or Julia, whoever doesn't go for that main women's championship. I don't think it's going to be Fatal Attraction. I got Kalani Jordan.
Then we have a singles match between Ridge Holland and Andre Chase.
This feud's been going on for a little while, obviously. Former tag team partners here. Ridge has been getting the better of him for a while, but I feel like this is going to be Andre Chase's comeuppance. He's going to get his moment here. And I think maybe we'll see the return of some other Chase U members to help him. Or maybe, actually, you know what? Maybe the opposite. Maybe we're going to be surprised and some other Chase U members are going to turn on Andre and they help Ridge Holland get the win. In fact, that's my pick. I'm going to go Ridge Holland.
Oh, wow. I was going to go Andre Chase because that response he got the other day with the return was so big that I just see this being kind of the comeuppance and the kind of the blowing off of that feud.
You might be right.
We'll see. I talked myself out of it. So we'll agree to be different on this one. Roxanne Perez and Cora Jade versus Julia and Stephanie Vaquer. I'm going to go with Julia and Stephanie Vaquer. I don't know how this is going to play out. I feel like maybe Stephanie Vaquer will get the pin on Roxanne, and that'll lead to a match between those two.
Yeah, I mean, I want to go with Cora Jade after that big return, but Vaquer and Julia are just too big right now, and I feel like they got to get the win.
Tony D'Angelo defends the NXT North American Championship against Oba Femi in a rematch, and this is going to be tables, ladders, and scares match. So I don't know what the scares part is going to be, but nonetheless, so you're basically type TLC type match. I got a feeling that this is Tony D'Angelo will find a way to win. They just put this championship on him. I don't know if they got to climb the ladder to get the win. My guess is they will, because that's a creative way of Tony D'Angelo winning this without having to pin Oba Femi. And my guess is they want to keep Oba Femi strong because he's going to be going up to the main roster soon.
Yeah, I don't see bouncing it back to Oba Femi once again. I see Tony D'Angelo pulling it off and Oba Femi going to the main roster right after this.
Yes, and now I'm looking here. The main event is Trick Williams versus Ethan Page for the NXT World title. It's a Devil's Playground match. And when I look up that, it says that's a standard hardcore match. So basically a hardcore match. I'll go with Trick Williams. I don't think same thing with Tony D'Angelo. I don't think Trick is getting this title just to drop it again.
Definitely. I think this is going to be a big match. I could see this being one like Abyss would have some kind of input into. I don't know if he works with NXT Creative, But I'm very much excited for this match. I feel like it's going to put the stamp on Trick Williams in NXT and make him that champion.
I agree.
If you haven't tried Game Up, then you are missing out. Imagine your favorite seltzer and your favorite sports drink had a baby, but it's way better than that. Each can is 110 calories, low carb, 4.9 ABV. It's a nice light drink that is not light on flavor. Game Up comes in fruit punch, orange, lemon, lime, and grape. Pick it up at drinkgameup.com or at your nearest liquor store.